video, we're going to walk through how to set up your parent-teacher conferences so it can save you time without having to email back and forth when the parent should sign up. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're on Google Calendar. So to get to Google Calendar, you're going to type calendar.google.com. You can also go over to the waffle and click Calendar right here. Once you're at Calendar, your Google Calendar will appear and you're able to set up your parent-teacher conferences. Once you're ready, you're first going to go to the settings menu. So right here, that little gear, and then click settings. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. This box might be checked. If it is, make sure it is unchecked. You do not want to have a check mark in this box for what we're going to set up. So again, it might be checked, but you want to make sure it is unchecked for parent-teacher conferences. I'm going to go back outside of my settings and I'm just going to click once and this is going to pop up. I'm going to type in here parent-teacher conferences and I'm going to then click appointment slots. So this option over here. I'm going to go ahead and decide that this is going to be whatever time that you want to make for the parent-teacher conferences. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make it very long so you can see all the different options that our parents will have. Make sure it says slots right here with duration. And then instead of 30 minutes, you could do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, however much time you need to make for your parent-teacher conferences. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit save. Okay, so you can see here, I've got my nice event for my parent-teacher conferences. And I'm going to go ahead and double click on here because I teach with multiple different teachers. So I can go ahead and I'm able to go ahead and type in my email address for my other teachers that teach with me. I'm also able to see that it says 20 minutes. I also have that it's not repeating. And so that can, again, just kind of be helpful. And we'll talk about duplicating this event if there's multiple days for that parent-teacher conference. But we first want to get our template started. So right here, I can add a description. And so you'll notice that it says, do not copy and paste this. If you copy and paste this, it's going to cause you some issues. And I'll show you those issues if you do not listen to this piece of advice. So this is information that I might want my child, the parents to fill out about their child. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hand type all of that information into here. And again, it does take a little bit of setup because copying and pasting is super nice. But when you copy and paste, it leaves some error codes for your parents, and it's very, very difficult for them to kind of look through at what they need to do. If you copy and paste and then type it in, it still will not work. So make sure you follow these directions very closely if this is something that you want to set up. And then I can also add like the focus, and I'm going to stop there, but you can add whatever information you want right here for your parents to fill out. Once you have all of your team members on this list and all of your information is here, you're going to go ahead and hit save. And then I'm going to hit send if you want your team to be notified. If you don't, you can just hit don't send. So right here, I've got my Google Calendar all set up. I can see that there's guests and I can see all this information. If I click once, or if I'm double clicked in here, I can click right here where it says the calendar's appointment page. This is the link that you're going to send to parents. Again, you can click it right here, or you can click it right here. So right here is the link that I'm going to send to parents. And then they can click and they can find their time slot. See how my information came over very clearly where they are able to type in here all of the information that they might need to include in their response. And then they can also add the where if they want this to be a phone call. You could also add that down in the description. And then they hit save. Once they hit save, that time on your Google Calendar is going to get added for this parent. So I can see right away, right here, this has been added. And then I can see whose needs to be invited and then any missing work. Everybody is notified on my calendar invite. And I can also see that they wanted a phone call right here. Again, some teachers like it down here in the description. So that is what you'll need to decide on where you kind of want that at. It will automatically make a Google Meet link for the conference as well. If you had a location, you could also add the school address right here if that is easier for you to do as well. So the reason you don't want to copy and paste, let's go ahead and duplicate this event. And I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste because a lot of people will want to do this, but this is why you cannot do this. So again, I'm going to copy and paste that right here. Everything looks good. I'm going to change the date to the 15th, and I'm going to hit don't send so I don't get an email reminder. So right here is this event, and my parents will see both dates that are available for them to sign up. And then right here, this is why you do not copy and paste. It copies over some coding, which can just, again, be really confusing for the parents. So this is me typing it in. This is me copying and pasting. So just a huge reminder, do not copy and paste that information. Okay, so now that I have all of that information in, I'm able to send this link to my parents. So I could do that through talking points, I could do it through email, however you want to do it. You could also make a short link using like bit.ly or something like that to make the URL smaller where they could just type it in. Once you do that, your parents will be able to start booking you on your Google Calendar, and you'll be able to see events like this. Now, there are some other tips. If you need to, you can go in here with this little pencil, and I can set up so that it would be a notification 10 minutes before. I could add a notification so my parents get an email 10 minutes before, and I might do an email here, and I might do one day before the event. So that way, if they need to cancel or let me know of something, they can do that, but they're also going to be notified. So if you want to set some of those up, you're able to individually do that for conferences, or you can go into your calendar settings. So you'll click over here where it says My Calendars, Settings and Sharing. And you're going to scroll down to right here where it says Add Notifications. And I can do an email and I can say 10 minutes before. And then I'm going to do an email where it says 1 hour before. And then I might do another email where they get it 1 day before. Okay. And you can kind of decide which one you want. But now that I've set that up in my settings, when a parent signs up for this call, they will then get an email with that notification of what I set up in my settings. So we can see right here that they are now going to get an email 19 minutes ahead of time, 1 hour before, and 1 day before. So that can just be really helpful when you are setting up these parent-teacher conferences with your parents. And don't forget to schedule a lunch. And then once you create that sign up, again, that Google Meet is automatically going to be created for you. They are different URLs. So you can see right here that they are different URLs. So if a conference runs over by a little bit, a parent will not just hop onto your meeting. So again, you're able to kind of hop between, and everybody on your team will have an invite if you've invited them in that first step. And then you can also, if you wanted to, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this event again, just to kind of give you another idea. I'm going to take out this description. And you can add a Google form. So maybe you want the parents to fill a Google form out before the event. So I'm just going to say, please fill out this Google form before attending the conference. So if you would rather do that, we're going to see how that copied and pasted over, but I'm going to go ahead and save it. I'm going to actually go back to editing to make sure I put it on the 16th. And then now when my parents go to that appointment slot, there is going to be another date on the 16th where they can sign up. So again, you don't want to copy and paste. It looks like it did that craziness again. So you could make a short link and type it in there for your parents to click, or you can email that Google form out, or whatever you needed to do. But having a Google form could also be another option if you didn't want them to type right here on the invite. Totally up to you, but again, be careful of that copying and pasting. It looks great here, but on the parents' end, it looks really crazy and it's very difficult to follow. If you need help or have questions, please let me know. And I will also make a parent video so that way the parents know exactly how to sign up to have a conference with